If you're starting a nonprofit or you're already a founder and you find yourself writing the board agenda, taking the meeting notes, sending reminders, and trying to lead the actual meeting, stop what you're doing and watch this video. Because what I'm about to show you is exactly why so many nonprofit founders burn out. It's not because you lack passion. It's not because your mission is not strong enough, and it is not because you're not working hard enough. It has everything to do with your board structure. So stay with me because here's what's happening. You started your nonprofit because you had a vision, a calling, but somewhere between your 501c3 application, your first board meeting, and trying to build a fundraising infrastructure, you became the board secretary, the executive director, the grant writer, and the therapist for all of your volunteers, all at the same time. And your board, they're showing up maybe, but they're not leading, they're waiting. And that gap, that's where founder burnout is born. Driven by a deep passion for their cause, dedicated change makers find their commitment eroding due to relentless workloads and the constant strain of fundraising and tight budgets. And here's what most nonprofit founders don't realize when they're starting out. Your board of directors is not just a legal requirement, it is your most underutilized resource. And if they're not working, you are. A properly functioning board has three non-negotiable responsibilities. The board does not manage day-to-day operations. That responsibility belongs to the executive director and staff. Instead, the board provides oversight by setting strategic priorities, monitoring financial health, and holding leadership responsible. In short, the board focuses on the organization's big picture goals while management handles execution. And when those lines get blurry, when your board is doing your job or doing nothing, it all falls back on you every time. So here's what nobody tells you when you're filing your articles of incorporation. Most nonprofit founders are spending 3, 4, sometimes 6 hours preparing for a single board meeting, building the agenda from scratch, writing the minutes after, sending the follow-up action items manually every single month. This is not leadership. This is administration exhaustion dressed up like commitment. And many nonprofit employees are handling multiple roles at once. A fundraiser might also be the event planner, the grant writer, the social media manager. There's never enough time and it becomes impossible to keep up. And here's what nobody talks about. 76% of nonprofit leaders say that burnout among their staff is impacting their organization's ability to achieve its mission. That mission you started is being choked out by administrative overwhelm. So now let me show you exactly what we built at Passion to Purpose to solve this. Because most nonprofit founders are trying to build an organization with tools from 2010. So let's talk about your board and fundraising. When many people hear the word fundraising, they immediately think someone is asking for money. But fundraising is much more than that. Fundraising includes building relationships, sharing your mission, and sending thank you notes. In reality, every board member can support fundraising, even if they never ask anyone for a donation. The problem with many board meetings is the board meeting focuses on reports. Financial reports, program reports, committee reports. Then everyone goes home. The board knows what's happening, but they leave without knowing how they can help move the organization forward. So over time, board members become passive participants instead of active activists. So this is where the Passion Toolkit board meeting itinerary generator comes in. What makes the Passion Toolkit different? Your board meeting itinerary generator does not just walk you through the process step by step to ensure you create a professional and organized board meeting agenda. It saves you valuable time. Instead of wondering what to include in your agenda, the system guides you through each section and creates a ready-to-use itinerary. But here's what I love most. One simple step. When you build your passion agenda using the itinerary generator, it includes opportunities for board engagement and fundraising. Not overwhelming fundraising, not high pressure fundraising. Simple fundraising support activities. Things like sending a thank you to a donor, sharing a social media post, inviting a guest to an event, making a community connection. These are small actions, but small actions create momentum. Momentum creates relationships, relationships create funding, and funding creates impact. So now let me show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so once you get access to your Passion Toolkit, you're going to want to find your board meeting itinerary generator, and you're going to click on that. And then here you'll find a sample prompt designed to help you create the most effective board meeting agenda and generate ideas for your itinerary. So take a moment to review it, then customize your own prompt to give your board members a clear understanding of the meeting's purpose, goals, and key discussion points. And remember, this tool is designed to save you both time and money, and the quality of the results depend on the quality of the information you provide. So the more details, context, and specific objectives you include, the more accurate, useful, and personalized your meeting agenda will be. So for this demo, we're going to keep it brief. However, remember, feel free to include as much detail as possible when creating your own prompt. The more context, the more specific, and the more information you provide, the more accurate and effective the results will be. So what we're going to do is we're going to type our own prompt in right here. And we are going to say that the Mark Jr. Foundation is our foundation name, and our mission statement is to offer financial, emotional, and educational assistance to families facing a DIPG. Our meeting will be held on June 16th at 7 p.m. via Zoom. We are hosting an approved Panda Express fundraiser using our social media platforms as our main marketing source and are now seeking board participation. We have 5 members: our executive director, president, vice president, secretary, and treasurer. And let me just fix that. And then we're going to click right here. So here is your customized board meeting itinerary. So you're going to see that it gives you your board meeting agenda, which includes the date, time, and the platform you're going to use. Right here, it gives you your agenda at a glance, broken down for you. And then this is where your detailed agenda begins. So we're going to go through this kind of quickly until we get to the part that I wanted to show you. So, step 1, call to order, president. Step 2, mission moments, 5 minutes. Step 3, approval of previous meeting minutes. Step 4, officer reports, 20 minutes, all officers. And then step 5. So here is your Panda Express fundraiser. And then it's going to give you a background, and you're going to want to read this. Key fundraising details to review. You're definitely going to want to read all of this. And then discussion points for the board. You're going to want to review these and go over them. So you have your discussion points for the board. And step 6, your social media marketing strategy. It's going to give you an overview. You're going to want to read that. And then under your discussion points, right here, it's going to assign each board member at least 1 social media task, which is huge because it doesn't let you forget to do that. It reminds you, and each board member, it's going to be in print. They're going to see it, and they're going to know what their task is after the meeting is over. So then after you assign them their task, they know about the fundraiser. You go over the discussion points with them. They're going to leave this meeting knowing what their task is and what their job is. And so again, that's huge. So then step 7, new business. Step 8, action items and assignments. And then step 9, closing, meeting adjourned. And then it'll give you some reminders. Okay, so once you've completed your itinerary using your custom prompt, the system may provide follow-up questions just right here. And these questions are to help you refine your agenda. So you can choose to answer these questions, or you can add additional details that you may have forgotten or thought about afterwards. But the more information you provide, the better the system can tailor the agenda to your organization's needs. So after submitting your updates, a revised and customized meeting itinerary will be generated specifically for your board meeting. So in a few minutes, you've watched an agenda become a tool that helps develop board members, strengthen fundraising culture, and grow your nonprofit. And that's exactly why we created the Passion to Purpose Toolkit, to help founders work smarter, save time, and build a sustainable organization. And if you're brand new and you're still figuring out how to set up a nonprofit from the beginning, you can watch our video, How to Build a Nonprofit from Scratch in 1 day. And that video will walk you through exactly how to build your nonprofit the right way. So click on the link in the description to access the Passion Tools. And that also allows you access to our weekly founder calls and our private founder community for nonprofit leaders. And these are the tools that replace hours of prep work with minutes of execution. So the link is below. So click on the link in the description to access our Passion Toolkit and start saving time and money. And please let us know if you have any questions about the Passion to Purpose online course, How to Start a Nonprofit, or if you have any questions on the Passion Toolkit.